When talking about the greatest of all time, we're talking about goats. And that means people who've reached an unprecedented amount of success in their careers.
Sure, highlight reels rolling.
Women's singles champion, Serena Williams.
People on this planet that can do this.
They're not just talented, but they're also dedicated, hardworking, resilient. They've become true legends. But it's worth noting they're also real goats. That's right, I'm talking about the animals who play an important role in our ecosystem. Did you know the goats can help manage vegetation and reduce the risk of wildfires? So while we recognize human goats who've done amazing things in their respective fields, today we get to recognize real goats in an actual field and their contributions that they've made to our ecosystem. I'm Amanda Gray. Welcome to the Harvest Lab.
Well, that's right, Amanda. These are professional weed eaters.
And I hear they're some of the best in the business.
Well, thank you.
Hi, Johnny. It's so nice to see you today.
Hi, Amanda.
This is Johnny Gonzalez from Environmental Land Management. So, Johnny, talk to me a little bit about the business and how you got your start to look at these goats back here, you guys. This is amazing.
Well, I actually started like everybody else, behind a chainsaw and a weed eater, and looking at a mountain of problems. I started seeing goats as a real possibility, but I did start off, and we still use equipment just like you do.
Because goats can do a lot of things, but not always everything, right?
That's correct. And they have a very good environmental touch due to the fact that they have these natural innate abilities. So having said that, the goats can go into an open field without guiding them, and they can remove about 85% of all the invasive weeds. And then they have about a 15% touch effect on our native plants. If we needed to start doing some abatement on the native plants, we just give them more time so their bodies can adapt. Their bodies do have the ability of other animals to adapt to it through their liver and kidney. In the beginning, they eat what they are accustomed to eating through their genetics. Plants are technically chemical factories, if you will. And in the goats, if you really had to study it and break it down, they're basically chemical processing plants. So they have the ability to detect certain plants through their chemical makeup, and they have the ability to avoid other ones because of their chemical signs. And if they needed to, their bodies adapt to adjust to those chemical ingredients that they're getting and assimilate them. If you were to invent the goat as a machine, you'd probably win the Nobel Prize. The bacterial load in a goat is pretty much inert. You can actually work into stream beds, in reservoirs, and in areas that would flow downstream and not create a bacterial buildup. How many animals or anything can you say that with? The fact that they also, in their droppings, don't emit a lot of nitrates. It's a very neutral dropping. You're going to keep the same pH. You're actually promoting the plant you're wanting to do and making it least favorable for the invasives. And the goats will bring nutrients back to the ground and maintain that microorganism complex that's going on around the roots.
It's a true circle of life.
The circle of life, absolutely, giving and giving. So if we can manage our herd with 3 or 4 people, and if we can get it maintenance by one person, we're allowed to rotate our crews, establish a site, and still remove tons per day per acre.
That's fantastic information, Johnny. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. But if you're looking for something with a little bit more power, I have something right up your alley.
I'm going to look forward to see this.
Great.
As the owner of Harvest Landscape, it's amazing to see the new technologies that are entering the green industry. With tools like the RC mower behind us, allows us to reach hard and difficult areas in an efficient, effective, and safe manner. The RC mower is a sophisticated piece of equipment that allows us to maintain steep terrain fuel modification zones. It has special sensors that detects the different objects in the slope. It provides a safe environment for our employees to work because we don't need to go on those slopes where there may be snakes or other objects that affect us. It also allows us to reduce our labor costs and allows us to be more effective and efficient with that time. As a leader of Harvest Landscape, I always thought innovation was our top priority. As this industry changes and evolves, we need to find the innovation of tools that can provide comprehensive solutions for our customers.
Today, we've learned about the benefits of using goats for weed abatement. And we've learned about the technology that benefits our environments. Is it possible to use both of them together?
Combining the weed-eating ability of the goats with the machine, we can come up with a comprehensive, cost-effective solution for our fire abatement problem with these weeds.
That's right. By working together, we can tackle any problem by giving our clients solutions that are environmental friendly.
It's amazing how animal, man, and machine can come together for a better environment. We appreciate you, Stephen and Johnny, for showing us how it's done. And we hope you enjoyed this episode where science plus fun equals the Harvest Lab.